Everyone is get the call started. I'm just going to mute everyone. Craig, you'll need to unmute yourself when the time comes with *6.
All participants are now muted. Press *6 to unmute your line.
Take it away.
Yeah, you can start recording and I'll take it away.
Real good.
All right, so good morning, everyone. This is the Firecall, and I'm Alan Marston here in Calgary. It is the 5th of March, and we're really happy to have you on this call. So we've had a fantastic week, and I can't find a better way not to close off the week, but really to begin a new week. I've always looked at in this industry, my week begins on Saturday, because that's when I can really get some work done. For those of you who have jobs, I don't have a job right now. I'm doing Trinant full-time. But for those of you who do, Saturday and Sunday is a great day to get some work done in this business, to meet with people, have coffee with them, one-on-one, that kind of thing. So it's a great time. And we've come off a tremendous week where the owners have been going through, and I don't know whether you can mute those people coming on chimes, Lyle. Those are very disturbing to a speaker as well. So if you can do that, that's great. So we've come off this great week where we've got all the owners come through. We had a number of people here in Calgary, of course, a record crowd for Trinant and Calgary. Then in Edmonton again, and then we did it in Kelowna, and now today at 10 o'clock. We're going to be doing it in Vancouver. And so just a tremendous week, and we got to really peer into the hearts of the owners and see their true vision and their purpose. And boy, I tell you, if people were not excited then, I know there were some guests that I brought out, and, they saw more beyond the what, the what and the how. And they started to see the why of what this business is all about. And I am so thrilled today because I've been listening to this guest speaker that we are going to have on today. I've been listening to him for a little while here since he joined Trinant. And then after he joined Trinant, I went and looked at some of his past stuff on the internet, and I just went, wow, this guy is a major player. And he is a major player. He's already proven. Actions speak far louder than words. You look at what he's already done since he's come in Trinant. That's just phenomenal. So he started in the industry as a college kid at 21 years old, very much like Mr. Jake Spencer, and being in the industry now for 13 years. He's a full-time network marketer for 11 years. He's happily married. He's got 3 kids, and he absolutely loves people and helping people make money, and that is a bonus for all of us. So I hope you've got pens and paper ready because I am thrilled and excited and honored to introduce Mr. Craig Kotter. Craig, are you there, sir?
Yes, thank you very much. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm sure you're doing great. And man, what a great day, what a great time to be a part of Trinant. And just hearing the excitement just coming off of this call and just hearing the excitement coming out of Canada and United States and all over the place is just so humbling to be able to witness the movement that's happening right now. And you guys, I'm very, very excited to be a part of the team. I'm very excited about all of the love and welcoming that I've received so far coming into Trinant. And it's been a really crazy 30 days. It's been about a month now, just shy of a month, and it's been such a fun time. But I've just started to meet such incredible people like all of you that have kind of pioneered Trinant. And whether you've been in Trinant for a day or whether you've been in Trinant for a couple of years, every one of you are adding to the puzzle and to the vision that we are building here. And so I just want to commend all of you for being on this call. I do want to give a huge shout out to Canada. I mean, I've been watching you guys on Facebook with the posts that's been coming from up there. And wow, just to see what you guys have put together in Calgary and Edmonton and Kelowna, and I'm sure we're going to see lots more exciting pictures today from Vancouver. And I feel the exact same way you guys feel. You know, I have made a major decision to come to Ternat. You know, when I looked into, you know, the owner's eyes, and I sat in the corporate office and I was analyzing my decision of coming here, just seeing their vision and seeing the big picture of what this company can do for people. And, you know, from a customer level, you know, all the way to a new person and all the way up to a major producing person, every facet of life can be addressed with Ternat and our services and everything that we do. So I just want you guys to know how special you should feel for being a part of something like this. I want you to feel, you know, I want you to feel excited about being a part of this, because we really believe that we haven't even dented the surface yet. We really believe that meetings, you know, that I heard you guys had up there in Calgary and Edmonton, I mean, just think of quadruple the size of those types of meetings. And that's the vision that we need to see, and the vision that we have down here in Salt Lake City and all of across the country right now, and Canada, and all the impact that we can make and all of the people that we can touch and we can go out there and make big things happen with. It's just something that all of you should keep as gratitude in your mind, so that you never take this business for granted, because for helping a lot of people in this business, you can make a lot of money. And look, money is not everything, but I'm telling all of you something right now. When you can live the network marketing residual income lifestyle, when you can live that dream, it is like no other dream ever. And it is such a powerful lifestyle. And I want everyone who wants to achieve that to achieve that. And we're going to continue as a leadership group to put together the system, to put together the training, and to put together the generation after generation after generation of leadership to make that a reality for everyone that wants it. And I'm excited to spend some time this morning and really just kind of let you guys know what we need to do and what you need to do to really get your Ternat business off the ground quickly. You know, number one, and it was mentioned here already this morning, number one is that you've got to have a burning why. You've got to have a desire. You have to have a white-hot, laser-focused desire of the reason why you want Ternat to be successful for you. This is not about money, okay? You can't just say, I want to be wealthy. You can't say, you know, I want to go buy a, you know, new house or whatever. It's got to be emotional. It's got to be something that really roots you into this business. You know, it's most oftentimes time-related. A lot of the times, probably 90% of the time, it's family-related. You know, people want to help their parents. People want to send their kids off to college. People want to, you know, be able to do special things for their family. People want to travel. You know, people don't want the money stress. People don't want stress in their marriages financially. I mean, you know, you want to get very detailed. And when you're getting brand new people started as well, it is important that you identify what this why is. Because when you're going to go to battle with them and you're going to help them build their Ternat business, you've got to have a reason that connects you to them. And when times get tough, which they will, right? Not everybody's going to say yes. Not everybody's going to, you know, be a customer. Not everyone's going to come to a meeting, and that's okay. It's going to happen. It's network marketing. However, when you can remind them, right, hey, listen, right, no, you know, somebody said no to you, that's okay. Look, let's remember that you are doing this for your kids. You're doing this to get your spouse home from their job. Just keep that in mind, because we're still going to go after that goal. We're going to accomplish that goal, and this one little no not going to stop you from what you're going to accomplish in getting your spouse to come home from their job to be with you full-time in network marketing. So you want to identify their why. That is such a huge step. A lot of times people step over it. They miss it. They don't take it very seriously, and it's a huge step that if it's missed, you miss that connection with your team, you miss that connection with your group, and you miss that connection with that brand new person And then you want to jot that down, you want to write that down, you want to remember that so that you can really help that person remember that emotion and remember that reason as they're going and continually starting to work their business. Now, the next thing is you've got to give people a vision. People have to know where you believe you're going. People have to know that you believe that you're going to go somewhere so big in this company, and you're going to go with the owners to somewhere so big of this company that they become fearful to not follow you. And in network marketing, everything is about leadership. Everything. In fact, in business, everything is about leadership. If the owners didn't have leadership and they didn't have vision, it would be a hard thing for us to follow them. Well, now translate that down to you and your group. Translate that down into the first person that you recruit into Trinot. If you do not exemplify leadership characteristics and show some vision of what this can accomplish for your family and show your reason why to people, I mean, what a great time to share your reason why with people when you're sitting down with somebody to show your vision of what this is going to do for your family. And this is a time where you can start your very first phase of leadership and tell people where you're going. Tell people you're going to help people. Tell people that you're going to be there with them, helping them accomplish their goals and what they're going to do, and you're going to take them with you. So having that vision is huge. And then what we've been doing, you guys, down here to really get people excited and launched out of the gates is that we're moving into action day one. We're not letting people sit around. We're not letting people, not get things going right when they're the most excited. Because here's what I'll tell you. Network marketing is very funny in the fact that people get really emotionally excited right out of the gates, and that's normal. But if we do not help somebody see success, every week that goes by, they are literally losing major chunks of their excitement, major. And then it takes us to getting them, to another event, or it takes us pumping a lot of emotional, energy and words into them to really remind them with their why of why they're doing this. But when it comes to helping people, right, you want to look at that brand new person and you want to look at them and say, do you know what? I have a responsibility to help them taste success. Well, let's talk about what helps them taste success. And all of the things that help them taste success is on the Trinot Launch Guide. So I hope all of you are really using that Trinot Launch Guide, and you have it in your briefcase, you have it in your car, you have it with you everywhere you go. Because if you just have Trinot overviews and you don't have the Trinot Launch Guides, then you're one-dimensional. You're only thinking about signing people up. You're not thinking about people or building large groups. And building large groups is going to give you lots of group volume, which in essence, you're going to make more money. So you want to carry around these launch guides. And I'm not going to read the launch guide to you, verbatim. I just want to give you a few of the steps that you could check off that really helps people see success. And you need to be accountable to helping people taste this success. So I know down here in the U.S., and they're working on it, obviously, and very, very, very close up there in Canada. And you guys probably know more information about that than I do. But one of the ways you can really help people see success is by getting them to sit down with a wealth specialist ASAP. I mean, with scheduling conflicts and all of that, I mean, no more than a week. I mean, no more. I mean, I like to do it as soon as possible, within a couple of days, a few days if possible. And we get people to sit down with those wealth specialists. And when those wealth specialists go over the compensation plan mixed with our financial products, mixed with the vision of their future, mixed with going and getting a free car, mixed with, them understanding money better and their budget better. Down here in Salt Lake right now, we've been doing a wealth specialist blitz, I guess you could call it, where we're literally, every 2 hours we've been booking appointments with the wealth specialist down here in Salt Lake City. And we have, I think it's just shy of 50 appointments this weekend between yesterday and today of a ton of new people that haven't had that chance yet. And I was over there yesterday for a large chunk of the day and just witnessing people's attitudes going into meeting the wealth specialist And when they come out, I mean, I had this young guy, he's 22 years old, you know, a guy that typically you would say in that age group doesn't really think about his future too much other than I'm in college and I'm working or I'm looking to get a job. You know, I'm looking to enter into adulthood and you know, get my life started. I'm not looking at when I'm 65 years old or older. And, you know, these guys, this 22-year-old kid in specific, his name is Cooper, and he goes into the wealth specialist appointment, and he comes out and he said, Craig, I now get why Ternat is Ternat. I get what we're doing now. The big picture is now so clear to me of what we're really trying to accomplish here for people. He's like, I'm so pumped about what I just signed up for. I can't believe how much money I'm going to have at 25 or at 65 years old. I never thought about that before. I'm running over. I'm going to my parents' house right now. I have to tell my parents about this. I have to have a meeting next week. I've got to tell everyone about this. And his attitude shifted 180 degrees just because of that sit down with the wealth specialist. So, you guys, that's one major check mark. And if you're up in Canada right now, right, and you don't have the insurance side or the insurance products just yet, then you want to make sure that people are activating their core services. You know, we have people down here in Salt Lake that are having activation parties, you could say, where they're getting all their brand new people together and they're sitting in a living room or sitting around a table, and they're showing everyone how to log into their OneView. They're showing everyone how to, you know, log or download and activate their TaxBot and activate these services so that they can become users and they can become testimonials of our core service of Ternat, which you guys, if they're using those services and falling in love with them, which they will, then you are going to retain long-term group volume. And we don't want to retain group volume. We don't want to not retain people. We want to retain people. We want to put our arms around them. We want to love them. And so you want to activate their core services. You want to get them with the wealth specialist if you have that chance as soon as you possibly can. Now, here's another check mark, is that you want to get people some success with referring our services. Now, I've been hearing some crazy cool stories up there in Canada. I've had some crazy cool stories, and I've heard obviously tons down here in the United States as well, and of people that are referring merchant accounts. And I just got a brand new associate started. I was out there in California with her, and you know, she got started. She's all fired up. She's excited. She met with the wealth specialist. That got her excited. And now I said, okay, let's refer you some services. She actually owns a business. She owns a business herself. And so what better way to become her own customer? And so we got on our national processing portal. We got on our Jive portal, and we started submitting her stuff into these links so that she could get calls back and do it. And let me just tell you specifically, right, about the Jive service. And you guys, I'm just sharing this with you because stories are sellable. No one cares about facts. You know, no one cares that, you know, this number and that number. No one cares about facts. It's the stories that really get people emotionally excited to go and refer. And this particular service we just did. Now, remind you, she just signed up. And the night before, we entered her information on the Jive portal as a referral, as you guys know. Well, Jive called her back the next morning. Literally, it hadn't even been 12 hours. Jive called her back. She spoke with Jive for 10 minutes. The lady at Jive was exceptionally nice. And she hung up the phone, and the lady said, okay, ma'am, we'll have a quote back into your email within 24 hours. And she's like, that sounds great. She's so happy. Well, within 15 minutes, she gets a ding on her phone of an incoming email, and it was Jive. And they had her quote already ready for her within 15 minutes. She called back the lady at Jive, said, I just got your email. And she said, I know, wasn't that fast? We're so excited to show you what we could do for you. And, you know, she saved $70 a month on her business phones. Now, it wasn't a massive company. It was only like 7 lines of a business, so it wasn't massive. But $70 is $70. She said, yes, I'll take it. Let's sign up for it. And she signed up for it right there in front of my eyes. And I watched the process from submit to signing up. And it was the most smooth, the most friendly, the most amazing customer service experience that I've witnessed in this industry. Just had another individual, National Processing. We referred a massive company down here. One of our associates just referred a massive company down here in Salt Lake City, big company. And literally within a couple of days, they had worked everything out. Saving that company $30,000 a year. Now, when we talk about changing people's lives, and we talk about changing people's lives and changing the economy one household at a time, these are the types of things. When it comes to the wealth plan, when it comes to the management tools that we have, when it comes to saving people money on these types of services, this is stuff people are already doing anyway, guys. This is stuff that people are already in motion with in their life. They're already a part of it. And then guess what? We come in and we show them how we can make it better. Isn't that such a great characteristic of a company? When we can take something that someone's already doing and make it better. And that's it. And that's what Trinot does, and that's the excitement that all of you should be entering into your marketplaces every day, not only telling people about and not only recruiting people into your team, but also being very aggressive in referring as many services as you can, because, ladies and gentlemen, that 30% residual number is unheard of. And the fact that we can take people that are team builders or not even team builders to a 30% residual off of work that they are responsible for doing themselves is insane. And it is so powerful and so special. And the more people that we have making $500 a month early in their career, part-time, the more money you will make as a builder or a producer in this company long-term. So remember that number. If you can get people making $500 a month, okay, so whether that is with financial consultant promotion or whether that is going out there and referring a bunch of services and getting that residual income working for them on the personal side, whatever that is huge accomplishment. And when you can get people to that status super fast, and you can use those stories of success and quick start, then you are going to be so shocked about how fast your business grows. And then 2 last points that I want to talk about here is that you've got to give people equity. You've got to get people equity. You have to get people team members very, very, very quickly, as fast as you possibly can. The fastest way that we know get people partners is by gathering a group of people together at their house where it's intimate, it's very non-threatening, it's very warm, and it doesn't take a lot of skill to say, come over to my house on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. You have to see what it is that I'm doing. You have to see what's impacting my life. You have to see what I'm so excited about. You have to come and see what I just found that's going to help my husband come home from work and not have to work his job anymore. You have to come and see what we have just learned about our future, and I am so excited to share it with you. You have to come and trust me, be at my house at 6 o'clock on Tuesday night. And we have to start organizing meetings, you guys, and getting people to expose people to this business very quickly. The faster that they expose people into the business, remember, when they are the most excited, and they're the most excited in their first week. So you want to make sure they're having a meeting within the first few days of getting started in this company and gathering together 5, 10, 15, 20 or more people into their house, and us coming over there and presenting and reading the Trinot overview sheet. It's not that hard, okay? People can literally read it if they have to, and get the vision instilled into those people's hearts, and then let them make a decision. And you're going to have people that are going to sign up on the spot. Okay, we've had so many people sign up on the spot. So many people. You're going to have people that are going to think about it, and what do you do with those people that think about it? You promote them to come to the next event, right? And that event could be a weekly meeting. That event could be another big home presentation, PBR, that you're doing the next night so they can see it again. Or, you obviously the tour that's been going up on in Canada and the meetings that you guys are doing, invite people to come see that for a second vision exposure. And let me just tell you guys something very quickly. If somebody sees this business once and they like it, but they're just not 100% sure, or they're skeptical, okay, if you can get them to come back to a second larger exposure, 80% of the time they sign up. Did you hear what I just said? 80% of the time they sign up. So instead of being in people's faces about joining on the first night, okay, there's going to be a lot that do. But it's very, very common that people don't sign up on the first exposure. So you have to do your job at sitting there and promoting them to come to the next big event that you have going on in your area. And I hope that it's super quick. I hope that it's not a month away. I mean, we don't want to delay things and slow things down that much. You want to promote people to come to another event that can share and enlighten and throw more vision on them, and they can meet more people, meet more of the leadership in the area, and 80% of the time they sign up if they commit and come back a second time. So that's huge. So we got to get people equity so they can start growing their teams, getting to executive and getting to financial consultant as early and as quick in their career as possible. And then the last part is getting people to training. You got to get people to training. Training is essential. I mean, think about this conference call today. Think about this conference call that happens every week. There's little nuggets. There's little light of wisdom that's just shared, from different speakers, and I'm excited to learn from everyone in Ternat. Just hanging around. I know you guys know Ron Glover, just hanging around him and swapping stories and swapping success stories and swapping, tricks of the trade that we've learned in network marketing. It's priceless. And when you can hear from those types of people and you hear from the people that are growing and doing big, big things. And, I mentioned Ron, and there's tons of other leaders that can be mentioned that I'm just getting to know here. And I don't want to leave anyone out, but everybody has a piece that they can bring to this table. And hopefully today you guys have picked up on a couple of nuggets. Hopefully you've picked up on a couple of tips where you're like, yes, that's what I needed this morning. And it gets you excited to kick off your week and go out there today, get some customers locked in, invite some people to see the business. Go sit down with one of your new associates. Go through the launch sheet. Get them excited. Launch them into the business. Book a meeting with them. Activate their services. I mean, you guys get the point. If you take anything I said today, it's about just getting people success. And you get people success by showing them that you love them, you show them that you care about them, and you show them that you care about success. They don't care about your success. They want you to care about their success. They don't want to hear about you. They want to hear about what you can do for them. So you guys, we totally give an outward look at the business. Do not look inward. Look outward to people, and let's help people become successful in this, because Ternat has a compensation model like no other. Ternat has a way where new people can jump into significant residual income very quickly. Does it take effort? Of course. But let me tell you something. From the beginning people to the middle of the compensation plan to the top of the compensation plan, all of those numbers are ridiculously well and deserved, and the pay is amazing. So, you guys, I'm fired up. I'm excited. Thank you for having me on this call this morning. Let's go and get everybody that training in Vancouver today. Get everybody all excited and pumped up there. Get people to the nearest training that you have going on in your area. I know we have some coming up in Salt Lake City down here, Las Vegas this month, in the next couple of weeks. So wherever you are, find the next training. get registered for the national convention, you guys, in Vegas on the 17th and 18th of June. That is like the Super Bowl for Ternat. That's like the event of events for all of you and your team. That's where vision will go from very, very small to wide and broad, and you'll be thinking about the entire world that'll soon hear about Ternat over the next decade or two. And you'll hear about all of this, and you'll see it, and you'll see that success, and you need that vision. You cannot build this business with even a fraction of the vision that the owners have if you don't attend the national convention. So that's the training of trainings. That is where you need to be in June on the 17th and 18th. It's in Las Vegas. So, I mean, what a fun place for the world of Ternat to come into together. It will sell out, you guys. I'm telling you right now, it will sell out. So it's at the Red Rock Hotel and Casino. Get your room booked. Call associate support today. Get yourself registered as soon as possible. Lock yourself in. Get your ticket locked in. And don't let you and your team miss out on this amazing event, because I'm telling you, we are going to sign up a lot of people between now and June across North America. And we want to make, that event so big and powerful, and the stories and the promotions so powerful that it just really, really gets the next generation or two of Ternat associates and leadership so fired up and excited, you guys. And that's what we need to continuously work to build, is the leadership of this company. And when we do that, magical things can happen. So thank you very much, you guys. Am I supposed to pass the call back to be closed out? If so, then
yep.
I'll do that now. Thank you so much. I appreciate the time. And you guys have a great, great day and an awesome week of production.
Well, Craig, thank you so much. Really can't wait to meet you in Vegas, or before that, maybe in Salt Lake or at one of these events. Really, really inspired. You really inspired me today. I hope, and I'm sure you've inspired a whole bunch of people on this call as well. I've taken away a bunch of nuggets. The equity part was really good. The inviting part, wow, you guys are always asking, how do we invite? Well, I didn't hear Craig talk about anything about this company when he was inviting, so I really want you guys to listen to this call again. It is recorded. It will be posted on our Facebook page, so you can go there and listen to it. I'm going to listen to it a couple of times, I promise you, today, and then again I'll listen to it tomorrow. But fabulous stuff, Craig. Thank you so much for your time, for taking time away from your family. Really appreciate that. And I just want to shout out to all of you going to Vancouver today. If you get a chance to meet John King, please do that. John was the one that brought this to Canada. We're all blessed because John opened his mind, opened his ears, and opened his heart to listen to the call for this business. And he did it, and I was one of the first people he called, and I didn't listen right away. It took me, a few weeks to get there, and I met Mr. Jake Spencer, and that's when I finally got it. But, get a chance to hang around this guy. He stayed the night at my house the other night, and was talking to my son, and I was sitting there watching him as he was talking to my son, listening to what he was saying, and I thought, this guy is such a mentor, such an amazing guy. So please get around John when you get there. I know all the owners are there as well. You want to get around them, but get around John King. You won't be sorry for that. In fact, you will be inspired. And please understand what Craig just said. Get your rooms reserved. Get your tickets bought. My tickets are already bought for Vegas, 17th and 18th. You've got to be there. I can't tell you that in more stronger words, because if you're not there, you know what, and your team's just not going to grow like it should if you don't get there. When you get there and you come back, and the more of your team that you have when you get there, what's going to happen when you get back is that you're going to see an explosion in all of those teams that you bring with you, because you've got, the one leg here and the one leg there and other leaders. Bring them all. See what happens to your team, okay? So we hope to see you there as well. So thank you, everyone, for being on the call. Have an absolutely awesome day in Vancouver, you guys that are attending that event there. And for everyone else, just get busy. We're in Calgary. We've got presentations today at 3 o'clock, training at 4 o'clock. You're welcome to come out, okay? So take care, everyone, and have an absolutely awesome day. Bye-bye.